The modesty of Braga. A staircase rises through stone, water, and silence. Bom Jesus de Monte is not simply a church, it's a journey. For centuries, people have climbed these steps searching for faith, reflection, or simply a moment away from the noise of everyday life. Every staircase leads higher, every corner tells another story. Bom Jesus de Monte is one of the most important religious landmarks in Portugal. This site has been considered sacred since the medieval period. The first chapels appeared here during the 14th century. But the sanctuary we see today was largely developed during the 18th century, influenced by the dramatic style of Baroque architecture. Everything here was designed with intention. The stairways, the fountains, the statues, even the physical effort of climbing uphill, all became part of a spiritual experience. In 2019, Bom Jesus was officially recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. One of the most fascinating parts of Bom Jesus is the symbolic staircase. As visitors climb higher, they encounter fountains and sculptures representing the 5 human senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. In Baroque religious symbolism, the senses represented both human temptation and human perception. Water flowed continuously through these fountains, reminding visitors of purification and self-awareness. The staircase itself becomes symbolic, a movement upward from the physical world towards spiritual reflection. Every section of the climb was designed to slow people down, to make them think, and to prepare them emotionally before reaching the church above. Along the path, visitors encounter senses from the Passion of Christ. Through lifelike wax sculptures and dramatic compositions, the scenes recreate suffering, sacrifice, and human pain. The figures appear frozen in time. Expressions of fear, grief, and devotion are captured in extraordinary detail. These chapels were designed not only to be observed, but to create empathy. As pilgrims climbed the hill centuries ago, they would stop at each scene, reflection on sacrifice and redemption before counting their ascent. Even today, these spaces continue to create a powerful emotional atmosphere. At the top of the staircase, visitors finally arrive at the church itself. After the long climb through the stone pathways, fountains, and symbolic stairways, the atmosphere suddenly changes. Inside the church, the outside world feels distant. The sound of footsteps becomes softer. Conversations fade into whispers. Light enters quietly through the windows, moving slowly across the stone, walls, and golden details. Every part of the interior was designed to create a sense of awe. The high ceilings, the symmetry of architecture, the carefully sculpted decorations. all guide the eye toward the center of the church. Like the stairways below, the interior was not created only for beauty. It was created to make people feel small before something greater than themselves. Religious sculptures stand in silence throughout the church. Candles continue to burn beside them, carrying prayers, memories, and personal reflections. Some visitors arrive as tourists, others arrive with faith. But inside this space, almost everyone becomes quieter. Time seems to move differently here. The architecture slows people down. It invites observation, reflection, silence. The altar itself becomes the visual and spiritual focus of the church. Surrounded by light and ornamentation, it reflects the dramatic artistic style of the Baroque period. During that era, churches were designed to create emotional impact through space, light, and detail. And centuries later, that effect still remains. Even for those without religious beliefs, the atmosphere inside Bom Jesus can feel deeply human. A place shaped not only by architecture, but by centuries of footsteps, prayers, and shared experience. In silence, the church continues to speak. Bom Jesus is also home to one of the oldest operating water-powered funicular railways in the world. Opened in 1882, the system still functions using the water balance and gravity rather than electricity. It remains a remarkable example of the 19th century engineering. Another lesson-known detail is how carefully the sanctuary was designed to control movement and perspective. The stairways appear endless from below, but balanced and symmetrically from above. Every angle was calculated to create awe. Even the effort of climbing was intentional. Visitors were never meant to arrive quickly. For centuries, these stairways have remained in place. Generations of visitors have passed through the same path, touched the same stones, and stood beneath the same towers. Bom Jesus de Monte is more than a monument of religion or architecture. It is a space designed to make people feel, to slow down, to reflect, and perhaps to understand the meaning of the journey itself.